Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the future of the water and wastewater industry and the careers you didn't know about. I'm your host, Dave Kosminski, and we're going to start this again because we just had a power blip and so forth. But we've got a new friend in the studio, a different aspect of the water industry. A good friend of mine from the FW Web Company, Mr. Paul Della Ripa. So anyway, hi, Paul. How are you?
I'm doing well, Dave. Thanks for having me.
Good. We got a second take. All of a sudden, the power went off. We had to restart this thing again. But anyway, thanks for coming down. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you.
So how long you been with FW Web?
It'll be 3 years with Web.
Okay. But you've been in the water industry for a long time.
Yeah.
So anyway, so tell us a little bit about your day job, man.
I represent, we're a distributor, FW Web for the waterworks industry, and we carry all the material that that the municipalities or contractors would need to install any kind of waterworks, such as ductile iron pipe, fire hydrants, valves, and we also carry Kempstrup water meters as well. So that's my day job, is a water meter specialist.
Sure. So I mean, I've been in the industry a while, and I think the technology from when you started and when I started has, just like computer technology has moved eons ahead. So tell us what's new in the industry. I know you're a specialist in water meters, but the water meter technology has moved leaps and bounds.
Oh yeah, very much so. Right now, the meter that we sell is ultrasonic. Currently, back in the day, it was all mechanical meters. So now, talking about technology, the technology has improved so much with metering that you're able to capture very low water now. So what that does to a municipality or utility, by capturing such low water, you're able to increase their revenue. Versus a mechanical meter doesn't capture that low flow of water.
Right.
So, and now you can, instead of walking to the home and reading the meter, you could now be able to read the meter at your desktop. The meter sends a signal to a collector that's up on a tank or a high point, and then from there it sends the information to the desktop of the billing clerk. So they're able to have hourly reads of all the water.
Plus, you can detect any leaks.
Yes,
obviously.
Yeah. Our one of the benefits of our meter is that we have acoustic leak detection. So what this meter can do, it can detect leaks in your service lines and your water mains before they actually have a break. So you're being proactive and reactive when there's a break, and you're able to have non-emergency issues within your town. So if you see a leak, you're able to schedule it. Let the folks know that, okay, you're going to have your water shut off at a certain time, so they could fix the leak instead of having an emergency at 3 in the morning.
Well, that's, and the fact that obviously the new meters are ultrasonic. There's no moving parts, no parts to wear.
Yes.
As far as that goes, so the accuracy, now is a lot more accurate. I mean, typically the old mechanical meters, as they became aged, the parts wear, they begin to not read as accurately, especially at low flows.
Yes, you're correct about that. The accuracy of what an ultrasonic meter sustains its accuracy for the life of the meter, which is 20 years. Whereas a mechanical meter, the accuracy would slowly degrade over time, so you're not having that true accuracy of reading the water.
Right. Now, I think most reading, when I started in industry, we went out and read the water meters. We had the old flip book, paper and pencil, and go in and knock on the door. Water meter reader, as far as that goes. So now it's, we in Portland, we haven't gotten that far yet. I mean, we've gotten radio reads and so forth, but we're starting to evolve, and hopefully we're looking at getting into some ultrasonic readings and some of the new stuff.
It'd be smart to do that because again, with the ultrasonic technology, we could show you how you can increase your revenue just by capturing the low flow of water.
Sure. And we all know water meters, that's what makes money for, obviously the water utilities, which keeps the lights on and keeps the water flowing.
Yeah. I mean, wouldn't you want your best cash register?
Yeah, exactly.
That's it.
For sure. So, again, what other products is, I know the water industry and wastewater industry obviously is there's a lot of products that obviously utilities and municipalities need to keep things running and so forth. So what are some of the other products that Web sells?
Other than Waterworks, or just
Waterworks and well, do they sell other things?
Yeah. Well, as far as the Waterworks, they sell anything that pertains to the waterworks industry, such as ductile iron pipe, fire hydrants, the valves, the service lines, the curb stops.
Yep.
So and unfortunately, everything they sell, you can't see it because it's all buried under the ground.
Yes. Well, that's one of the reasons why I'm doing this podcast, is to bring awareness of careers in the water industry. And again, you're an integral part of that, and basically in the supply chain. Yeah. So how is the the supply chain issues that we've experienced with the COVID thing has been affecting you guys?
Yeah, it's affecting everyone.
Yeah,
in all different aspects of it. Certain materials you can get sooner than others, but it's basically you can't get everything like you used to. If you plan on doing a water main replacement, you can't expect to get all the pipe for that entire street.
Wow.
So you're going to have to piecemeal and choose what's most important to get things done.
Right.
And plan ahead. That's what I've been telling everyone, is just plan ahead. Like if you instead of thinking 6 months ahead, you should think a year ahead.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Because, and then if you can make a commitment, then you can at least order the materials now and then have it ready
when you're ready to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Also as far as in relation to, maintenance and so forth, all of the repair clamps and couplings, that you need to, fix a water main break or fix a sewer break or, that type of stuff. I know a lot of the new clamps and so forth now are what they call multi-range, or one side. So tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, the repair clamps now, they have where it's one size. It has a bigger range of an OD, so you're able to use one clamp for different size pipes.
Yeah.
So that means you have less material on inventory.
Yep.
Which helps. So and then they're a lot faster to repair as well. It's like with just one bolt, it's a clamp with one bolt.
Right.
And so it has like I don't know the technical name, but it's kind of like the grip with like the Chinese.
Yeah.
Where you pull and it. So those work as well.
Yeah, I know when I was in the ditch fixing water main breaks and so forth, we used to have the 6-inch clamp, 8-inch clamp, and you had the various diameters, because you had ductile iron diameter, you had pit cast diameter, you had transite asbestos cement diameter, and a lot of those clamps would fit the thing, but you had to change the gasket to
now it's one clamp fits all for a 6-inch, no matter what kind of material.
And you used to have all of the gaskets, or all of the bolts all the way around the clamp. Now, they were a pain in the neck, especially if you were in a tight spot and trying to get underneath to tighten the bolt that's on the bottom of the water main.
Oh yeah,
now
absolutely.
You can fix it so it's the bolts on top, and then you just tighten it up.
Yeah,
that's great. So now, how about the wastewater side? I mean, what's new as far as in relation to pipe on the wastewater side? Obviously, PVC is still.
As far as like force mains, they're starting to use more of a high density polyethylene pipe. That's another pipe that they're starting to use in the water as well, both at least in the clean water. That kind of pipe is you fuse it together. You don't need clamps to put it together.
Yeah, pushing them together.
Yeah, what you do is you melt each side of it.
Yeah.
You heat each side of it, and then you put it together, and it's called the butt fuse.
Okay, fused,
and they fuse together, so you don't need mega lugs or a clamp to hold the two lengths together.
Back in the game, when I was we had vitrified clay with the 3-foot pieces of pipe that it looked like a roller coaster. You had if you didn't have a laser, my God, it was crazy.
Yeah,
as far as that goes.
And this kind of pipe, the HDPEs, they use that for like directional drilling.
Yep.
So you can fuse the pipe on the surface on the road, and then you pull it through. Like if you're doing it under a highway, you don't have to dig up the highway. They'll do directional drilling, then you fuse the pipe and you just start.
Feed it in.
Yeah,
right. It's just like a mole. Almost, as far as that goes. So now, as far as the equipment outside of the supplies, you sell the tools and so forth that go along. As far as that.
Yeah, we supply all the kind of waterworks tools that you need: saws, chainsaws to cut ductile iron.
Yep.
We like Reed Tools sells a lot of different kind of tools in the waterworks industry.
Mm-hmm.
So as far as kind of like a gigantic, I shouldn't say gigantic, but a larger pipe cutter, used for copper tubing, but it's larger that would actually cut ductile iron the same, same way with a series of wheels on it, cutting wheels.
You just pump it up and it snaps it. Now, that's again, that's when you get into that larger diameter pipe, it gets interesting. Now, I think pretty much now everything is high tensile ductile iron now, correct? As far as
the two pipes they put in the water in the everyone's using the C900, the PVC, C909 or 900, ductile iron pipe, and now HDPE is becoming a player in the industry. But it's used a lot more down south. Up here in New England, it's moving in. It takes its time.
Now I know interior plumbing, obviously copper was the go-to for many years. Now home builders are using a lot with PEX, correct? Okay, which is that part of the C900 series, or is that
that's a different kind of material than the P. It's not really PVC. It's different kind of material.
Okay,
but that's readily used now in the industry versus copper.
Right. Copper's expensive.
Yeah.
Is like
and what's nice about PEX is that comes in like 100 rolls.
Yes.
So if you have to bring a 20 feet, 30 feet up from the basement all the way up to the second, third floor of a house. It could be one main home run.
One home run. No couplings. No potential spots for leaks and all that kind of good stuff. I like I say, the technology has come a long way. As far as in the industry. So, the types of some of the utilities that you work with. Tell us a little about that.
Yeah, I work with all the different towns and utilities in Rhode Island, Massachusetts, and Connecticut. And they're all different. They all spec what they want. It's not everyone has the same spec. Some utilities are still learning about the technology, ultrasonic metering. They're still on the fence. But it's like the president of our company said. Goes, who owns a VCR now?
You're right.
And that's where technology is. And if you keep thinking mechanical meters is the way to go, you're going to be behind the 8 ball.
Well, that's the thing. With the mechanical wear and the tear on the internal parts of the meter. I mean, they just wear out. They slow down. They don't register accurately. So obviously, that's it's just like moving from Windows 95 to Windows 11.
And you're right. And then what's the advantage again with ultrasonic is all the alerts, the alarms that you have, just increasing your revenue. Mechanical meter, you can't tell a utility you're going to increase your revenue by putting a new mechanical meter in because it's capturing its low flow. AWWA says it starts capturing at a quarter of a gallon.
Okay.
Where ultrasonic meters they can capture at 100th of a gallon.
Okay, that's
so
it moves the decimal point. A little bit, which moves the decimal point on the money side of it too.
Exactly.
For sure. And like you say, the nice thing with the collector system, you don't need the manpower to go out and read the meters like you would have. You set up, depending on how the area is, so you can set up 1 or 2 collectors.
In
a distribution system, and automatically reads them.
Right, and a lot of utilities are short staffed now. So
doing more with less.
Exactly.
Or which ends up being less with less.
Right. So by putting up a few collectors in like in your town and towns like yours, it eliminates a body going around reading the meters. It saves on gas on the cars. It saves on the wear and tear on the trucks. So there is advantage of having a fixed network.
For sure. I'm just texting my photographer to come down and see if we can get some pictures and so forth. So anyway, okay, we got to move because the lights went up. All righty. Just wave your hand so the over there. There we go. The lights come back on. See, we have energy. Everything is energy today. The emotion just shuts things off. So anyway,
and that's another thing with the meters. We didn't talk about water shortage. Water is becoming a very important product.
And
expensive. It's very expensive to treat the water just to have someone turn the faucet on. So you'd want to capture every drop.
Sure.
Especially down in the west and the south, where we have good water here in New England, abundance of water. Yeah. We're very fortunate. But down south with all the droughts, they need to capture everything they can.
Well, I think parts of the state here just went into severe drought status. We were in stage 2, but most of the lower county, down by the shoreline are in stage 4 drought. So water utilities have to institute those conservation measures and so forth, as far as in relation to lawn irrigations, washing cars, and all that kind of good stuff. But you're right. If you go out west, it's a whole different ball game.
And you measure your unaccounted for water. The ultrasonic meter could bring that unaccounted for water down and will help you out meet the regulations from the DEP.
Sure. Well, and again, that's the thing with regulatory agencies. You've got DEP, you've got the Department of Public Health, and they have a set rules and criteria that we have to adhere to, and so that's all part of the big picture as far as being able to again, so people can turn on the water and expect, clean, fresh water to come out, as far as that, sure.
Yeah.
So, anyway, on a personal side, what do you do for hobbies?
I like to do, woodworking, a little bit of boating here.
Okay. All right. I know you're a diehard Yankee fan.
Yankee fan. That's right. Good year. Very good year.
I tell you, Judd is on fire this year.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh.
They just acquired, was it Benavides?
Oh, really?
He used to be on the Red Sox.
Okay.
They just acquired him from the Royals.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So. Yeah, I was up to the our local fire department had a bus trip up to Fenway last weekend, and it wasn't pretty. That was the day after they got shellacked 25-4 or something like that. But the Blue Jays just took it to them. I think it was 4-1.
I think the Sox are in last, aren't they now? Or
close to last. Yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
It's not one of their better years. That's for sure. So anyway, so obviously, as far as what kind of boat? A sailboat, powerboat?
A little powerboat to go play around with down the shoreline there. Go a little fishing, blue crabbing, things like that.
Okay, nice. Yeah. Well, I guess the blues are running now.
Yeah,
that's what they tell me.
Yeah.
So
I saw a lot of guys catching stripers.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. But I like blue crabbing because it's easy.
Yeah. Do you trailer it down? Is that how you normally do?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Anyway, so as far as I know, you have a couple of kids, right?
Yeah.
Okay. They're tell us a little about the family a little bit.
My youngest son just graduated as an engineer.
Okay.
He's a civil engineer working for the DOT.
Nice. That's right. You did say that. Yeah. And he's working down in Eastern Way, right?
Norwich area. Norwich District.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. So, and then I got 2 other sons. They're both in marketing.
Okay.
Online. Don't ask me what they do with the technology, but
hey, as long as they're gainfully employed and not living in your basement, that's a good thing.
Oh no, they're all on their own. They're off my payroll, so that's all good.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So anyway. So, as you know, obviously, I own a music store.
Yeah, this is great.
We're in our podcast studio and so forth. So I usually ask, what's your favorite concert that you've been to? When's the last time you've been to a concert?
Oh, actually, I'm going see Rod Stewart.
Okay.
At the casinos in August.
Okay.
That has been postponed for 2 years. Because of COVID.
Yeah.
We bought the tickets, and then he was supposed to play in July of 2020, then COVID hit.
Yeah.
So they postponed it last year into this year.
Oh, that's good.
So, but I'm going to, I saw my good share of concerts. I saw The Who when I was in college. I saw The Who twice.
What was your most memorable concert?
I think The Who.
The Who,
yeah. I saw them in Rich Stadium where the Bills play.
Okay.
And then I saw them again in Toronto.
Oh, all right. Yeah. And, they've been around a long time.
Saw the Stones play.
Yeah.
In
fact, one of our guests a couple 3 weeks ago was a stage manager for Journey and Night Ranger, and anyway, he was also the stage manager when the Stones did their reunion, that one reunion show, and Jason, because Jason Bonham's John Bonham's kid used to play with Journey.
Okay.
And so when they did the reunion, obviously they called up Jason to do the show and so forth. So some of the stories that he told, between Page and Plant, how, oh my God, they didn't think that the reunion was going to come off, and but it came off, and they it was a phenomenal show. Yeah. But that was a classic. But just listening, to somebody that was in the room when they were rehearsing, all that kind of stuff, that was cool. So anyway,
one of the better concerts you asked, I just thought of it, was Michael Jackson.
Oh, okay. Where'd you see him?
I saw him at Hartford Civic Center.
Oh, okay.
Like in the 80s.
Okay, all right.
That was just an unbelievable show.
Yeah, well, he's
so talented.
Yeah, well, he was a musical genius.
Yeah, he was.
He was eons ahead of his time.
Yeah,
as far as both recording and both in just making things happen, and he was just on the cutting edge all of the time. It's just unbelievable.
Yeah.
So anyway, cool. All right, so. If you were stuck on a desert island, what album would you bring with you?
Oh, it's got to be some classic rock.
Okay.
Just trying to think. Probably some Stones.
Okay.
I like a lot of Stones music or Beatles.
Stones and Beatles. That's a staple right
there.
Yeah, that's for sure. And speaking of staples, okay, what would be your desert island food if you got stuck on an island? What could you eat every day?
Oh, probably pizza.
That comes up a lot. Pizza and tacos are usually quite a lot of favorites with a lot of people to go there. So fantastic.
Can't go wrong with pizza.
No, you got you can get all the food groups covered depending on what you put on them.
Yeah, that's true.
As far as that goes, right? Great. Well, Paul, thanks so much for coming down. I appreciate it. Again, I think your perspective is. Sharing a different view into the the careers in the water industry, and obviously selling products to the water industry is a viable career, and there are many companies out there that do it, and keeping up with the technology, so to keep all us water utilities up and running, so we can fix all the leaks, and everybody's infrastructure is aging, so we got to fix it when it breaks. So
this industry, I always say, it's good job security.
Absolutely. That's the thing.
I always going to keep busy.
I keep telling all my students this is, careers in the water industry isn't really a job that you can outsource.
Right.
You got to have boots on the ground. You got to have people there to fix the leaks, to, keep that water running. You need the treatment plant operators, the wastewater plant operators. For those of you who aren't on the remote readers, you need meter readers. So there's still a lot of guys out there that are doing that. So anyway, all right.
Excellent.
Thanks, Paul. I appreciate it.
Thank you. It was a lot of fun. Appreciate it.
All righty. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that winds up this episode with the careers you didn't know about. Paul Della Ripa from FW Webb was in the house telling us about his day job of selling products to the water and wastewater industry. So again, stay tuned, and if you hit the bell, and for our future episodes. So Paul, thanks so much. We'll see you soon.
All right.